Police officers are often forced to make split-second decisions.
No officer wants to do that.
Unilaterally deciding that this is justified and that this shouldn't even go to the grand jury, that doesn't feel like justice.
Hinton family, nobody wants to lose a loved one under any circumstances. And so my heart still goes out to them.
Hamilton County Prosecutor Connie Pillich announcing today that the officer who shot and killed 18-year-old Ryan Hinton will not face any criminal charges. Thanks for joining us at 10. I'm Tricia Mackey.
And I'm Rob Williams. Immediately following that press conference, Hinton's family announced they'll be filing a civil suit.
Brady Williams is live to break down the new developments.
So there is a fundamental disagreement between the Hinton family and the prosecutor on probably the most important thing in this case, the question of whether or not this shooting was justified. According to the prosecutor, all of this was clearly evident. It is clearly justified. According to the family's attorney, it is not at all a case that is cut and dry.
The officer-involved shooting on May 1st, 2025. From my review, I have determined that Officer A was legally justified in his use of force.
Hamilton County Prosecutor Connie Pillich presented her case for why no charges would be filed for the shooting and killing of 18-year-old Ryan Hinton. She says when police confronted Hinton and 3 other suspects in a stolen car, he ran from the officers. She says he was holding this weapon. The prosecutor pointed to this audio to demonstrate that the officer who fired had been alerted that Hinton was holding a gun as he ran away from police.
I don't know about you, but I found it very easy to hear the alert, he's got a gun.
She showed photos from the body camera footage. This one as Hinton emerges from behind a dumpster where she says the gun is visible, and this one as the officer opens fire.
When Hinton popped out through the dumpsters, moving toward Officer A with a gun in his hand, the applicable law and evidence indicate that Officer A was reasonable in his fear of harm. This shooting was justified.
Justified? That's not our position. And that's certainly not the family's position.
Attorney Fannin Rucker, representing Hinton's family, says the video does not clearly show Hinton poses a direct threat to the officer.
But what have we not seen? Didn't see it today. Haven't seen it since May 1st. A gun in a young man's hand as he was running away.
He also says the video is backed up by statements from the officer, whose credibility he is calling into question. Rucker claims the officer has a history of issues with both the Citizens Complaint Authority and internal investigations.
We know the names, and we know their histories, and we know that their credibility should not be accepted simply because they made statements, this one in particular, about what happened. And we intend to put that before a group of citizens who can help to make that determination.
Rucker says they'll file a civil suit, and he wants it to go before a jury. The case, as it stands, has solely been judged by Pillich.
And let's be clear about this. I am the only person responsible for this decision. I assure you that I take this responsibility seriously, as I do every aspect of my job.
Rucker says he believes the case should have gone to a grand jury.
It's more transparent. It's cleaner. It helps to build trust. And I think it's a great policy.
Now, Rucker's claim that the officer involved in this shooting has previous incidents on his record, we asked about that. I asked him, can you tell us anything specifically today about what those are? He says he knows what they are. He could tell us, but would not. He's going to save that for their lawsuit. We'll be looking into it as well. As soon as we know more about all of this entire situation, we will update you here on Fox 19 and Fox19.com. But for now, live in downtown Cincinnati with photojournalist Savannah Tyree, Brady Williams, Fox 19 Now.